The valves are a very important part of this engine. They keep compression and timing for the motor. If they leak, and what I mean by leak is when the piston comes up on its compression stroke to the very top here, it has to compress all that gas in this little area. At that time when it explodes, these valves are closed and there can be no leakage in them. There can be no, the explosion can't leak by the valves. In order to check this, what we can do is use a blue valve die. It's a very thin die, and what you do is you basically take the die and you put it on the valves right there, or you can do it the opposite way. You can put it down the bung hole exhaust, or put it in the intake and see if anything leaks past the valves, and nothing should leak past them. If the valves leak, then the valves need to be taken out and either replaced, or there's a word for it. It's a valve. God, I can't think of it. I was just talking to a guy about it today. Anyway, what you do is there's valve seats. They're little tiny rings, and they're set at a certain angle in each one of these. And you can't get them in or out very easily. You got to know what you're doing. But they're hardened steel, and they're set at an angle. And what you have to do is take some valve paste, and you seat these valves. You basically grind them into very, very lightly and easily into the valve seats. And what it does is it grinds it close if the valves are damaged. If they're too badly damaged, then of course you have to get new valves. But if we have to go new valves, then this is where they get you on. I mean, they get you for every little stay. They get you for every little spring. They get you for every little bearing. And it doesn't seem that much at first, but it does add up. But I imagine, if this engine did 28,000 miles, you're doing pretty good. Now this is another major problem that I've ran into. This right here is an exhaust something or other. And if you look very carefully, I don't know if you can see it, but it goes right down into the heart of the head right there. It goes straight down in, just like the dipstick does. Just like the dipstick goes right into the engine, so does this. But it's been closed for a long time. This could be one of the, well, to tell you the truth, I don't know what it is exactly. All I know is it's clogged and plugged, and it should not be that way. So I'm going to have to open that up and check that. What I am going to do is, if I can get one of the valve tools, maybe from Honda, the spring tools, I'm going to take these valves out and check them and regrind them and set them in. Otherwise, the cases and everything look in remarkable good condition for 28,000 miles. I mean, I don't know how many kilometers that is, but it's a whole fuckload.